Let's see here if I'm live here. Um, yeah, maybe I have to find my mobile phone if I need to check your comments. Just a sec. Hello, guys. Prepared as always, huh? Right? Never leave your chair during a live. You know, all the gurus tell me so. So, anyway, I had some problems with my. Hey, Jess. How fun to see you here. Super fun. Yeah. Did you see me grabbing my phone? Oh, no, no. Never do that live, though. Yeah. Let's see here if I need to go to Facebook here and just. So I'm sure I get all your comments because it's super boring when you miss them, you know. Facebook is not my friend all the time, you know. Let's see here. I'm just chatting along here as we, you know, people have time to go to the live, you know. So, do you hear me? You know, my microphone is working, so I'm not speaking, you know, total silence. That's bad also. So, let's see. That's me talking. Ah, I found myself. So, I have to shut myself up though. Yeah, this is a super fun live this time because this is a topic that is super close to my heart and something that sometimes feels very strange to do, you know, talk about how you found your way or trying to find your way maybe or even, you know, maybe found a little way on your way, you know. So, oh no, the little one is isn't going to bed. Oh, I know that too well. I have two sons, so yeah. It is what it is, you know. And we're having quite of a baby situation here as well though, but it's not, you know, a human baby, it's a dog baby and, you know, it's quite chaotic from times to times and you fall into, you know, the baby life again. So yeah, I know. It's not the same, but it's alike. It's a beagle girl for all of you that doesn't know. She is 14 weeks now. So, and her name is Doris. So, yeah. And we have a black bab here as well. If you see something black moving in the background, it's not a ghost, it's Otto. So, he's sleeping right now. So, hopefully, he stays there and not, you know, go all playful here. Anyway, maybe I can start now, you know. It's 2:06, so anyway, this live is all about Eshop program and my journey and what Eshop program has really done for me. And I will start out by saying I'm an affiliate and I am an affiliate from the deepest of my heart because this is the only program I endorse or um, I can recommend to other creatives that want to sell online, you know, from home. And I will tell you why in just a sec. But let me go back in time for where I started so you can get a little overview of my crazy life. Oh, I think it's quite silly life though, but anyway. I started out as, you know, in my heart, I always knew I was a creative. Let's see here, Jess, so I don't miss. Oh, no, puppies are hard, I know, Jess. My dog Odo, we got when he was 1.5 years old. He's a service dog for me, so he was, you know, all he wasn't, you know, he was totally super trained when he got to me. But when I was younger, I had lots of dogs, or were very dog interested. So, but you forget, yeah, you forget. So, yes. But anyway, back on track. Um, I always knew in my heart, and I know my mom knew that I was a creative, but I don't know what it was. But I'm born in the 80s, so history election, I know I'm an art historian, so you have to bear with me. But during the 80s and 90s, I felt there was a huge wave of, you have to have, this lawyer degree, and you have to, yeah, interested in my story. Yeah, just to give you a little, why I am so in love with the Eshop program, but because it's so hard for me to say why if you don't know where I come from. So anyway, during the 90s, I don't know when you were born or so, but here in Scandinavia at least, it was you were really, really, they were saying in school and from everywhere, you have to be a lawyer, you have to be an economist or something, you have to be something that earns a lot of money. So you can support yourself and you can be, professional and, be successful. It's very important. I don't know if it was the surroundings where I lived, or if this was a general thing, but at least I was indoctrinated to think that I had to be a lawyer or an economist or a super scientist or something like that to, be successful. So my creative part of my heart was suppressed, so to speak, and I only drew and I only, created stuff when I, as a hobby, when I had time. So yeah, 1989. Maybe you feel this too. I don't know, but being an artist or creative was, like being doomed to die in a ditch, dirt poor, total failure. You will never be able to support yourself, and that was too super, bad. So I don't know. I went to university, and first of all, I started out as a master mariner school. So I sailed on commercial ships for 1 year or two, maybe after that, as an officer. But being away wasn't my thing, so I went back to school and I studied maritime law, and I did that, and I started working in a bank. I was successful, woo! Finally reached a successful thing. But later on in life, I felt more and more disconnected with myself, and I decided when my kids, I don't know what happened to you, but when I got my kids, something, snapped in me, and I just felt I'm on the wrong path. Is this what I want to show my kids in the future? Not so much, So I went back to school again, and this time as an art history student, and I ended up as a master in art history and proceeded also in post studies, but it ended there because I live on a tiny island with no university, so I got myself stopped, and I just thought now it's time to really go for what my heart says is right. And this feels so, I don't know, it feels like a guru kind of thing on a mountain, but it wasn't like that. It was something I always felt, but I felt that everyone else was telling me you have to be a banker or something super exciting like that. So it took some time to build that confidence within myself. So when I went back to our little island, I just decided I'm gonna be a creative, whatever it takes, And if I'm a failure, I'm a failure, but I will try. So I started to open up my first Etsy shop. And it was a total disaster from start because I had no idea how to sell online. This was something that you don't learn in school, so to speak. All those years in university and as an art history student, learning about artists' lives and artists, company building and blah blah blah. You never learned anything about selling online. It was only in galleries and structures like that. And I'm not interested in that. I am a fine artist, but as a hobby. But inside myself, after my years, in the in the banking and stuff like that, it's quite fun though also. So I really wanted to make my own company, so to speak, and show people that you don't have to rely on those art funds or art, what do you call it, money that the city gives you, to be able to show your artwork or be a creative. I wanted to stand on my own feet and make people see that you can earn money with this. No, they don't teach you how to make money. It's totally, whoo, there's nothing like that. You get money from the state or something like that. You don't, have a business structure or anything like that from the corporate world. So this was something that was totally alien for me, strangely enough. I don't know if it was because everyone said that, artists die in a ditch and they don't have companies, and I don't know what it was, but I couldn't connect the artist life with a corporate life, but I really wanted to do so. So in my desperate first tries on Etsy, I totally failed. I was an utterly, totally fail. I created printables and I don't know. I had no idea what I was doing. I was just opening up my shop one evening with, I got my name Wallifyer from, an auto suggested name. First of all, Etsy. I didn't even had a business name or something in mind. I just was so fed up with everything. So I had wall art, I think, in the little box there. So they said, well, Wallifyer is a name that you can use. So yes, I used that name, and I started to upload my designs. I had did no research, did nothing. I just wanted to open the shop so I knew how it was to have a shop. And then I started learning, trying to learn, and I listened to all those now and I know better crazy people on YouTube. And I started to implement all those crazy techniques. It got a little bit better as, the basics in e-commerce is there sometimes. Yeah, you know what I'm speaking about. Yeah, I think so at least. But I couldn't, get a decent profit out of it, or the feeling that you are progressing. At least, I don't want to be a multimillionaire, that's not why I do this. So but I wanted to have a decent income that I can support myself from. That was my goal. And oh Lord, it was a long way. And then I switched to print on demand, which I now know is a super hard niche, but I did it and I thought maybe this will help, that it is physical products. And it was a little bit better, but not so good. And then I jumped on a program, not the Eshop program, but another program that had this system that tells you exactly how you should build your company to make a super success of it. And I joined the program and it was good. I cannot say anything about it. It was, the correct information. It was right information, and it was, information that was not YouTube information in that sense. But something was lacking for me there because it was one structure fits all. And in the world, it is not like that. I ended up with a company that generated money, right? So I could support myself in some way. Not really, but I was getting there. But it was a structure that really stressed me out. It was very heavy on administration and marketing things and marketing. Uh, of course, you have to market, but it was very, very, very heavy on marketing, and you easily found yourself feeling discouraged and not good enough with this program, as it didn't really fit me, and my lifestyle, or my life in general. I didn't want to have a life like when I was sitting in the bank with, heaps of stuff that you have to do to make things work. And if you don't do them, it will never work. And I had no following, as well. It was really hard to implement all these techniques as I didn't have a huge following then. So it was okay, but it was also not good for me. So I thought, okay, let's see if I can find some other way to make this work. And I have to do changes, I know that. And it was super hard knowing that because I worked so hard to get there. But then I found Kara, and everything fell into place because the Eshop program, Kara's program is the Eshop program. And the thing is, with her technique, or the Eshop program technique, is that it's not, a system that one fits all, everyone do the same and you will be super successful in the end, and everyone has the same life and has the same, aspirations and same everything. In Kara's program, you learn everything that you need to know about having a online business, but you also get the freedom to how can I say, make your own system that works for you. It's not, you start here and then ooh, you end here with the business. It's you start here and you learn, and then you make your own decisions on how you want to market and how you want to create products, what products you want to create, and why you should create them and stuff like that. So in the end, I just found myself on the right, place where I should have been from the beginning. And yeah, yes, it was a launch stress for me, which was super deteriorating for my creativity. And I felt always stressed out by, finishing everything in time, and my kids and my dogs and, everything in life, a house, being on this island, everything. It was just too much for me. So Kara's program and her turtle class, I say, because this was a combination, of course, but this live is about the Eshop program. But I will talk about the turtle class later, because that's, a huge part of me that fell into place when I took that class. And my business structure today is totally different. And as you might know, today I'll be closing my web shop that I started long ago here on Wallifyer to make place for the thing that I really love to do, which is custom and one-of-a-kind graphics for, products and branding and stuff. But I didn't dare do that because I couldn't do launches with those things. So yeah, so now I am in the right place, I think. And it took me some time to find this out. But that's why I just wanted to say to you that if you want to start a program, I really endorse, or learn how to sell online. I really endorse this system because it isn't a system. It's really hardcore learning. You learn what you have to know, and then you make your own business structure from it. So this is, I have never and ever joined a program that is this broad with so much information in it, and we have web seminars every Friday in the Facebook group, a private Facebook group, and every week it's new topics, and we can ask questions and you always get answers. Kara really cares. It's not those gurus or crazy people that just want you to take a class and then leave. She really cares, and every time there are changes, you have to know about. She's there doing a live and helping out. So this is something that I never experienced before, and she's a huge inspiration also for me in my learning techniques forward, because taking those other programs, I've taken several programs, and her program is a totally different experience. From these classes where you just get do this, and goodbye. From this, learn everything, make your own decisions, and I'm there to help you find your way to do this. So it's a totally different thing. So if you are a person like that really want to learn, what you're doing and what you are able to do, and not, how can I say, just get the short track, because if you do the short track, you miss much information. So if you really want to learn it and you can stand on your own 2 feet and make your own business decisions from the knowledge you have, then this is the program. So, my rambling, but I hope really that you understand that this is not, I want to sell this class so I can get rich or something. It's nothing like that. It's just me, wanting to give you a tool that could help you find your way, in your creative career. Because I think a creative career, it looks so different depending on what you do. If you make jewelry or if you have services like I do. Of course, I have Whimsy Dreams shop as well with clip art, packs and stuff. But it's so different, and depending how much time you can give your company, it doesn't have to be full time. You can have it part time. I juggled my my company as full time, part time, and stuff like that, because I also have to think of my dog, and he has to be out in society because he's a working dog, so I have to think of him. And then we take some work at the museum and stuff like that part time, and then I can juggle things and adjust things so it fits my life, not so the business, you have to fit into the business, so to speak. So I'm so totally thrilled about this system, and I totally endorse it. And yeah, it was a speech from my heart, as it always is. I'm so, yeah, you know me by now. I'm a little strange. So, but if you have any questions about this program, or if you have, if you have any questions, I'm always here to answer them. I'm also a friendly helper for the program. So I love to help out, if you want to know more. I'm not, my focus is not Etsy, even though it says, Etsy sellers. The program is also if you have a website or service or something like that as well. Because you learn how to market yourself in different ways. So you can also always implement these techniques on whichever platform you work from. But of course, the CEO, search engine optimization part of the class or program, it's a program, it's focused on Etsy. And I find this fascinating, and that's why I have my Etsy shops, because it's so, it's so fun learning all the new stuff and try to implement them and see how things go. So, but you don't have to have an Etsy shop. My main platform is my site. So, and this program works, really well for that too. You don't learn, Google CEO is as a super, big chunk of the program, but with the systems you learn, you don't really need that CEO that much, because you can drive traffic from social media or stuff like that, and you learn how to do this. So there are ways that you can absolutely use this program as, for your website or Shopify or something like that. But all the technical stuff is more for Etsy, of course. So I hope my rambling here makes sense. Yeah, it's a really, really good program. I am so lucky I found it, and I really want other creatives to have this chance as well, because I don't know why I got so lucky and just signed up. It's a very affordable program as well. It's if you go on a price comparison hunt, it's really low priced in the segment, but it's the most information and the most interactive program, so I have participated in. And Kara is there, and she always replies to stuff, and the private or the private Facebook group is a group where I am on daily basis, helping others and finding help for myself. It's a really, really close and tight community. So yeah, it's no like evil stuff going on there, and it's it's no distractions of those crazy things that are going on YouTube many times, scaring people, like, oh, this YouTube is changing, you have to take my program, and stuff like. It's nothing like that. It's really, hardcore information. So you don't have to stress about things just to get stressed, so to speak. And there are no nasty people there. It's just, really people like us. So yeah. So anyway, a segue here. Don't forget that I'm closing my shop tonight. As I said before, I'm really closing it. All the packs are going away. They will never appear again. And I also did a super scary thing yesterday and the day before. I just deleted all my listings all over the internet with the Wallifyer packs. So yeah, it's happening. So don't miss out on those packs if you want them, They are really gone and you can't find them. Okay. Creative Fabric, I think they are taking them down today because there's a little delay there. And Design Bundles, it's gone. Creative Markets, it's gone. So, exciting! And a little bit sad, of course, because it's a new old chapter closing. So, and it's always a little bit nervous when new things are happening, but I'm trying to keep my cool. I'm still looking forward to showing you my new site and that I'm building in the background as well. So, But if you don't have any more questions, of course, I know it's in the middle of the night for many of you. And if you catch me on my replay, just drop the links in the comments. And if you don't want to do that, just PM me, because I know how it is. Sometimes you don't really want to share everything public, if you are thinking of things. And you find a link up, I don't know as usual, if it's up or down, where you can go and snoop Kara's program. It's open on October the 5th, so it's 2 days left. So you can sign up for her newsletter so you get all the information about the enrollment, and you can snoop there on her class or course page so you know a little bit more. She has a video there, and yeah. And oh yeah, and I also added the link to the open, or the the public sorry for my English, the public Facebook group as well, where she shares Etsy tips and tricks, and you can get to learn her more there if you are totally new to Kara. And this is an affiliate link, so you know. So but I always you know, only endorse and work with services and programs like Canva that I really love and use every day. So just so you know, as a little disclaimer. But anyway, let's see here if we have any questions. Yeah. But anyway, I think I got my my message to you straight. This is the place to be, Eshop program, if you want to learn and know, you know, crap about crazy stuff that people are scaring you with from the right, and you know, coming up from all over. You know, it's information only, and no tinfoil hats ideas of things. It's really down to the core, what you need to do, what works, and how you can make your own business for yourself with your own decisions. So and I really want to meet you inside in the group as well, you know. It's always fun, you know, to meet, to see, you know, how your businesses evolve after you are enrolling. So, yeah. But if I can do it, I think everyone can do it, because, oh my lord, it was a long road for me, and it's still a long road ahead. But anyway, yeah, I think it was that. Let's see here if I don't forget anything important, because I always do that. Yeah. Yeah, it was everything. I'm so impressed with myself. But see you in the next live, and I will come up with a fun topic for next week as well. But maybe I will have a shout out in the group when the Eshop program opens. It's the 5th, so it's just 2 days more. So get prepared and read on her page everything, so you know everything, not just from me. You do your own decisions. Always make your own decisions. Don't listen blindly to a person on the internet. Never. So go to her page and familiarize yourself with the program. And if you have any questions, you can always, you know, ask them. So bye bye, friends. See you soon. And the shop's closed tonight. It's so scary and so funny. Okay, bye bye.